What's up everybody, and thank you so much for joining me back into Ostriv. My name is Axfield, and today we are going to finally get into our warm clothes production. Off screen I started building another row house and it's very close to being finished. We're just waiting for a couple of bricks still, and then we're going to have a couple of families that's going to move in, and with that additional labor force that we're going to get, it will give us sufficient labor force to do the warm clothes production. Now also, in the last day we had a new update, so which will enable us to utilize hemp seed as well as linseed to create additional oils. So when you go to the oil workshop, you'll see now that you've got sunflower oil, linseed oil, as well as hemp oil that you can produce. Because of that, I decided to switch over to the linseed. I replaced my hemp with the linseed because the chicken coop, they can utilize the linseed as food. Now, according to the update log, we're supposed to be able to utilize the hemp seeds also for food, but I do not see the option there, so that's why I decided to switch over to the flax. Then we can give the linseed to the chickens, and we can use a little bit less of the wheat so that we can produce additional flour, and then also we can trade the plain wheat if we really want to. But in any case, I'm going to fast forward the game so that we can get our other buildings up and running. I just want to get this row house finished, and we're going to have to look at placing our first fulling mill. And I did say that I would like to place it somewhere in the likes of here. I think this would be a good spot, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to place it just like that. And then next to it, we can, on a later stage, we can place ourselves a bridge over here. Yeah, that's going to look nice. Or maybe a little bit more square. Okay, any case. Right, so we're placing the fulling mill there. I need to add myself another tannery, because I want to use a separate tannery for the sheep specifically. Okay, so let's just move this around. I did see we can squeeze it in nicely here next to the sheep farm. Now what I can do is I can also squeeze another sheep farm in here like so. And I think I am going to do that. Because we need a whole bunch of sheepskin in order to have a good warm clothes production. So I'm going to go ahead and place another sheep farm over there. And once we've got that additional workers, I'm going to assign some more laborers here to work in the second sheep farm. And I think I can also maybe go ahead and add myself another worker here for this cow shed. We don't have any cows or workers on this side yet, but we'll get there eventually. And I've added another worker here for my oil workshop. I think it's pretty important, seeing that we're now producing the additional linseed oil. You don't really get a lot out, I must say. So even if you look at the amount of linseed that we've got here for the chickens, it's not really that much that you get out. But it's going to help to just counteract the amount of food or wheat that we need for the chickens. So I've also added a few workers here on the farm on this side, and I've set up my first flaxseed production or flax production on this side. Now I want to look at adding maybe some additional sunflower and then also another field of wheat just for now. So but before I go into that, I'm going to just get this row house up, and we're going to add an additional 2 workers, and then from there we can take it a little bit further. I'm going to just push this up to 500 on both. There we go. Yeah, so we're still waiting on only another 300. Yeah, we're still waiting on another 300 bricks. Let's see how it's going on this side. Okay, perfect. So they're drying the bricks, and then I think that it still needs to go into the fire. Okay, yeah, there they go. So they're being burnt up, so we should be expecting the last bricks now pretty soon. I've added some additional workers here, but I think I'm going to take them away, or at least just one now. I just added the extra workers to quickly get all the bricks that we need for this row house, because we needed a hell of a lot of bricks for this. I think it was something like 12,000. So I had to play for quite a bit just to get this row house set up, but now at least we should be getting 4 to 5 families additionally within this row house. So what we can do is, I did open up a space in my granary for the linseed oil, and I think we can make that available to the public. There we go. Yeah, so we can do that. Just give them a little bit extra food variety. So because I'm not selling the sunflower oil, we can sell the linseed oil to them instead. Now they say if you do sell a specific type of oil, only one oil can count towards food variety. So depending on which oil they use, that will be the only oil that will be counted to as a food variety. So if you've got lin and sunflower oil, they're not going to allocate it as a variant for the food that they need. Okay, so we've got all the ingredients that we need now, so the builders literally just have to build this thing. I want to definitely look at assigning also some additional fishermen. And maybe another worker here by the salt works. Let's go ahead and do that first. Going to maybe keep 3 workers here. We need to push up our salt production a little bit more. It's going a little kind of slow. We're not getting any salt here for this fishing dock, so, and you can see how quickly the fish goes off. I mean, that fish hasn't been there for long really, and it's already halfway the expiry date. Okay, so let's see here. Oh yeah, we've actually got 6 spaces here for families. That's really good. Okay, so let's just go ahead and sell some dried fish and sell the sunflower oil. I think I can maybe up my amount that I'm selling for the sunflower oil. Let's just sell 1,000 salt, and I'm going to buy some additional warm clothes. So the people have really been going through the warm clothes. That's why I think our timing was really good to get our production up and running for the warm clothes. Alright, so now we're starting to get all the families that's going to move in. I'm probably going to have to assign some additional workers here at the tailor workshop to help with the production of the warm clothes. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that. Okay, let's maybe assign 3 workers for the tailor workshop. I suppose I can also start adding some additional builders here, seeing that we've got a bigger workforce now, so let's maybe add another 2 builders here. Our population has actually grown over 200 now. We are 206. think there's enough space for the people to walk through. I really hope so, but I'm just going to add maybe another field here for the sunflower oil. There we go. That's good enough. Alright, so let's just assign the sunflowers. And I'm going to just maybe add another 2 workers here. Right, so we've got those additional builders now. So we've got currently, we've got 9 builders now. Okay, so things should be going really quick in regards to the building now. And we filled all the spaces here within this row house, so now we're ending up with 211 population. So we'll add probably 2 workers here to the filling mill, and then we'll add 1 to the tannery and then another 2 to the sheep farm. So we need an additional 5 workers, I would say. And I think we've got enough extra workers for now, just to cover that production. I think I'm going to just add maybe another worker here for the weaver workshop. And then I need to open up one of my warehouses just to store all the flax. And I think we can use this one. It's better to keep the warehouse open here for the flax close to the weaver. So let's add the flax here. And we can store up to 2,000. I think I'm going to do it like that. Yeah, so we've got the fulling mill going. Okay, and I'm going to just assign the 2 workers there. Now the one town that we trade by river, this town called Barwin Cove, if I'm not mistaken, they do sell sheepskin, and we need that sheepskin to produce the warm clothes. So we need broadcloth and sheepskin to produce the warm clothes. So I was thinking of maybe just buying the sheepskin from Barwin Cove, just to get the ball rolling with the warm clothes, because the sheepskin is going to work out a lot cheaper than the warm clothes. Because if I have to just constantly buy now from a refa or buy warm clothes from a refa again, it's going to cost me a lot. So I think I'll rather maybe go for the sheepskin if I can trade with Barwin Cove. And now for this tannery, we're going to only assign the sheepskin to tan that. And I think let's do 2 batches, and I think I'm going to also assign 2 workers on this side. I was thinking of initially assigning only 1, but I don't know. I think it's going to be better to have 2. If I look at the tannery on this side, with the 2 workers, they work very effective if I've got at least 2. So yeah, I think I'm going to just stick with 2 workers. Okay, we've got now a trader again here from Balaklia. So let's just sell whatever dried fish we can. And also for the sunflower oil. Now, I'm buying stone every time I get the opportunity to buy stone. And as far as I know, Balaglia is the only town that does sell stone. Now, I don't have any stone at the moment that I can access. So whenever I get the opportunity to purchase stone, I do that because we've got so many structures that we require stone for. So I've got a storage over here that I'm placing the stone in. Let's just see here. Okay, I've already got 373 stone, and I've ordered now another 350. Okay, that's good. That's almost enough for another row house, but it's not enough. Now I want to also see here for the barber surgery. You see how much stone we need? We need 1,400 stone for the barber surgery. So yeah, we need a whole bunch of stone. And we're only getting the stone at the moment in little drips and drabs. So the only other stone that I can find on the map... Oh, there's some stone over here. Oh man, it's so far. Okay, so we do have some stone here. Now in order to get to this stone, I'm gonna probably have to build a bridge here. I suppose we can do that after we've built these two structures. And then we've got two pieces of stone right over here. Got another just over 2,000 stone here. But then I'll have to build a bridge here. Maybe I must just do this. Maybe I must just get the bridge set up. Let's do it rather from this side, like so. Now there's not much that we will be able to build on this island, but I think it would be cool to have just a few independent houses maybe standing on this island. And then we can decorate it with a whole bunch of shrubs and trees and stuff. I think that's gonna look nice. So maybe if we put one bridge like this and then another one coming across from here. There. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that. Okay, so let's place this one first maybe. Closest to the stone. Let's go for that. What I also can do is, instead of buying the sheepskin, I can buy the sheep hides. So the sheep hides will work out even cheaper than the sheepskin. And then at least we've got work for the tannery. So we've got 19 sheep currently here by this sheep farm. Have we produced any mutton yet? I don't even know. Doesn't look like it. Well, you know what? I've got still open spaces in this market stall, so we can maybe assign the mutton. Trade with the folks here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to decrease the amount of wheat that we're going to give to the chickens. We are giving the linseed additionally, but we're not getting a lot of that. So I'm going to have to still give them some form of other food. And, well, I can choose either between the sunflower or the wheat, but I'm going to choose the wheat for now. Now, so once the river has defrosted, I'm going to send a messenger to Barwin Cove. And then I'm going to see what the price difference is between the sheep hides and the sheepskin. You know, I'm telling them to only store up to 5,000 bark, but then they go on and put 9,000 bark in the forestry. So I'm going to just say destroy 4,000. Here we go. You know, while we're busy building the bridge on that side, I think I'm going to just go ahead and also place a bridge over here so that we can just reach that other stone. Now, we've got a whole bunch of stone over here. Let's see here. Oh, that's going to help us a lot, really. Okay, lovely. Yeah. That's going to be totally worth it. It's just going to help with the initial structures that we've got to set up, like a few extra row houses, and then also for the barber surgery, and then we can do a little bit of pavement layouts. But I'm going to keep on purchasing from Balaklia, and I'm going to fill my storage on this side as much as I can. Now, after I'm done with the bridges, I think we can also go ahead and set up the barber surgery. So let's just go ahead and just get it into position. So as I've mentioned, I think it's going to be good to place it more or less over here, like that. I think that's a good location for the barber surgery. It's pretty central. I mean, all the houses on this side should be able to reach us on this side. And it's a little bit far for the row houses, but it's okay. It's not that bad. Now, I've noticed that this house right here on the end is now and then struggling with food variety. So I'm just thinking what else I can place here. Give them that extra food. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, well, I've got a lot of marrow. I can definitely look at adding that, so let's go ahead and add the marrow. And I don't know if I've got the beef already. Yeah, okay, we've got the beef. And we've got the mutton. I'm considering to just maybe add dried fish to this market stall on this side. Why not? Let's do that. And I also want to set up my mill, so once we start produced flour, we can add the flour also. There we go. Okay, you can see now they've got the extra marrow over there. And we've got our extra sheep farm, and I'm going to also bring it down to only 20. We're going to optimize the ram stock. And let's just add the 2 workers. All the sheep walking in a row here. Looks pretty cute. Got a few black-haired sheep over here as well. It's the first time I've noticed that, really. And I don't know if this was in the animation before, but you can see here the rams, they've got horns there. So if you zoom in, you can see clearly which ones are the rams. It's 1, 2, 3. Let's see if there are 3 rams. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. So they do illustrate rams with the horns. That's really cool. I like that. Alright, so once we've got our workers all set up on this side, I'm going to use fallow fields. Okay, sorry. Once we've got everything set up here, I'm going to purchase some additional sheep. We can purchase either from Balaklia or from Durkachia, I believe. It looks like we are short on workers again, just a little bit. Alright, but everything seems to be in place now. So let's go ahead and order some sheep from Balaklia. Now I'm going to send a messenger here to Barwin Cove, and then I'm going to just see how the price compares between the sheep hides and the sheep skins. Now in theory the sheep skin should be a little bit more expensive, but we'll check it out. Ah, here we go. So I'm going to just protect the ram. Let's just keep it like that. And that's it. I'm probably going to have to add another butcher over here, because he's going to get pretty busy between the cows and then the sheep that he's got to slaughter. Yeah, let's just maybe add a butcher over here. Hopefully it doesn't affect my workforce. Oh, okay, so they actually only sell sheepskin. It's 0.25 and 0.15. Okay. I thought they do sell both. Oh, man. Okay, that's a little bit of a shame. So I'm going to just get my production going for the warm clothes. So let's maybe order 400 just for now. Yeah, so this bridge is pretty much close to being done. Then we can reach this stone. There we go. Completely done now, so they can reach a stone on this side. And I'm going to just have to look on how I'm going to place the bridge coming across here. I'm gonna have to now really place it like with the angle. Yeah, something like this. So I'm gonna do this on a later stage, and then as I've mentioned, that will also be on a later stage, but then we can place a few freestanding houses, maybe 2 or 3, with a few trees and shrubs in between. I think it's gonna look pretty cool, and we can also fence it out, maybe place 1 or 2 platforms. It's really just going to be for aesthetic purposes, but it is a good looking game, and you've got to make use of all the decorative items. Otherwise the city just looks dull and a little bit animated. So we got now, let me just see here. We've got those sheepskins now, so they should be using that at the tannery. Or sorry, at the tailor's workshop. There we go. So now from here they should be starting to produce the warm clothes. I can't remember if it's a combination between the sheepskin, the broadcloth and the textiles that they need to use in order to produce the warm clothes. Just want to see something here. I'm going to bring the clothing production all the way down. I just want to see if they actually use the textiles to create the warm clothes. Okay, no, they don't. Okay, that's perfect. At the later stage, I'm probably going to have to add a second tailor workshop where I can exclusively do the warm clothes and then the normal clothes. But for now, we're going to just keep it like that, produce both of them. At least we've got that production started now, so we don't have to pay anything extra now to get the warm clothes imported. Yeah, but overall it's looking pretty good. I've done everything now that I wanted to do within this game, within this episode specifically. And once this lower bridge is done, I'm going to set up the barber surgery. And it's going to be a nice extra income that we can get from the barber surgery, because I put like a pretty hefty tax on the barber surgery. And we've also got then another family that will move in here. So that's it, but I want to just thank you all for watching, and I'm going to see you within the next one.
In a game of adventure and strategy, we make our mark. That's the game of